Okay, welcome to the Vernal Equinox, Friday, March 20th, 2026, and let's take a walk with Beau. You can see he's over there. Hopefully I can coax him over my way. Here comes Beau, so let's see if we can get him to take a walk with us. Come on, buddy. Shooting on the Insta360 X4 Air, 8K 24 frames a second. Mostly everything set on auto. DJI Mic 2. I'm gonna head out to the other end of the property. I was hoping it would be sunny today for the Equinox, but it was this morning, but its clouds are moving in. It's supposed to be raining a little bit later on. Come on, buddy. There he goes. Also, we're going to kind of be looking down, see if we can see any deer antler sheds laying around. I've only ever found one on the property, so 25 years. So it's not promising, but who knows? I had to stop recording for a little bit. One reason was to put the selfie stick wristband on, and also Mr. Beau decided he was going to go off on his own, so I had to buzz him with the collar to get him back on track. No, I didn't shock him. I just toned him and buzzed him a little bit. He came back to where he's supposed to be. Keep looking down here. A lot of sticks are falling off the trees. You can see where the ground heaved during the cold winter when everything was frozen. Still keeping my eyes out for antler sheds. I forgot to wipe the lenses off before I started, so hopefully the little bit of dust that was on the forward-facing lens doesn't show up too bad. Got it off of there now. Tree across, one meeting another tree across the path to the tree stand. Coming up on the tree stand, gonna head out on past it. Probably should pull the part on the game camera, check the batteries, but not going to do that today. Did see some deer while over at the pond yesterday, but nothing heading out through the woods today. Besides looking for sheds, I got to kind of keep my eyes peeled so I don't trip over stuff. Poison ivy I'm stepping over. I gave a neighbor permission to cut up some dead trees. It's got a pretty good pile here. Neighbor also made a little path in here. Cut down a couple of small trees so you can get in here and get the wood, and it would also make it easier if we never need to come out here and pick up a deer season. See, he's been working over there too on dead trees. The only antler I ever found was along the edge of a field, so keep my eyes open. Here comes Beau out of the woods. Hey buddy, how you doing, huh? How you doing? Come on, buddy. It's kind of warm today. I'm getting a little sweated up. I think it's only in the 40s, but it was in this field right along the edge up here that I found the only shed antler. It's probably been 10 years ago, or better now. Used to do a lot of hunting for them in the late winter, but like I said, I only ever found one, so I've kind of gotten away from doing that because I'd spend maybe 8-10 hours out here walking the edges of fields through the woods looking for shed antlers, and only ever finding one, so don't really do it anymore. Just take a little walk with Beau today and kind of looking around. Maybe we'll find one, maybe we won't. To the left, I'll pan over to it. Tree stand another neighbor put up. I didn't hunt it all this year, but he saw a lot of deer there, but never got a shot either in archery season or gun season. I told you before in a different video, he shot his archery buck from the same stand I did over by the pond. Got a tree down in the field. See, the guy's been working on it. I don't know why he hasn't finished it up. If he doesn't get it or I don't get it, I'm sure the farmer will push it out of here when it comes to plant. And again, he hasn't started doing anything with the field yet because, as you saw where we walked through, it's kind of wet. Not bad. Get on out here a little further in this low spot coming up. It gets quite wet. Right in here. Look down at the ground, you can see that's quite wet. So that'll need to dry out or he'll have to work around it. I like using this shorter folding selfie stick. Again, everything's lighter with the camera. Beau and I backtracked a little bit along the edge of this field Looking for shed antlers, but no luck. Like I said, found one in 25 years. But then again, I haven't been looking really hard for the last 4 or 5. Mainly because I never found one. So, some people have trained their dogs to find them. And I know a guy that does that. His dog finds most of his. Never really worked with Beau about that. My cousin said he's found several while turkey hunting in late April and May. And on a hunting camp in West Virginia, they found quite a few shed antlers over the 60 years they've owned the property. I never found any. There you go, Beau. I'll have to wipe his feet off when he goes in. We know deer made it through the season. I saw quite a few out in the field already a couple times, but haven't seen any antlers. Most of the deer should have dropped them by now, bucks. But right after late season ended, the deer I saw, none of them had antlers. And they probably still should have at that time. If you like these kind of videos, people out in the woods, there's a young lady called PA Creek Walker on YouTube, and she puts out a fair number of videos where she's walking in the woods and checking out gnarly looking trees and rocks and looking for all kinds of things. She even found a nice blue bottle that may date back to before 1900 in a creek, intact, pretty good shape. Well, we're back to where I went into the woods to begin with, right here at the old dilapidated tree stand. I did shoot a deer out of that many years ago. So, haven't found any shed antlers. We're not going to because we've already know this. Again, a DJI Mic 2 with the little furry windscreen on. You can probably see it in my pocket right here. I'm hoping to get the adapter that allows me to plug in the Movo Mini Duo or a lavalier mic directly into the camera rather than plugging them into the DJI Mic 2. But it's not a bad thing if I have to do it that way. It's just occasionally I run into problems. I think I noticed yesterday or the other day, whenever that was. I guess it was yesterday, that when I went to record the scene walking into the cabin, and I was outside of the cabin around the corner, I think the DJI mic disconnected. So in the future, if I have a lavalier, well, excuse me, not a lavalier, well, if I'm using the Movo Mini Duo plugged into the DJI, I can leave the DJI inside and it'll stay connected to the camera, and then I can use the transmitter of the Movo to the receiver of the Movo plugged into the DJI. We should be good. Shouldn't get blocked out. Gonna take a little bit further walk. Just check a little area we didn't come down. I'm just gonna walk over to big tree went down, so I cut off the live branches. So to make sure the tree will die. Heading back to the barn and then the house. Good boy. Let's see, he's following behind me. I don't know if you can see that or not. There he goes. I'm going to edit this into a flat video. Now when I do a 360, I'll do a much shorter version to see how this X4 compares to the X3. It should be better. This has 8K resolution. The X3 only has 5.7. Hi, buddy. What you doing, Beau? Huh? Well, I made it back before the rain. Hi, guys. How you doing? Huh? Sometimes I end up pointing the camera at my subject when I forget that I really don't have to. I can frame it anywhere with a 360 camera. Hi. Now I'm pointing at them. What are you little guys doing? Hi, Ziggy. There's Ziggy in front of me and Valentino the white one. Lucy in the background, her mom, and way in the background is Anna. The goat that walks on her front legs. Hi, babies. Hello, babies. Yes. Hello, babies. You're so cute. No, you can't chew that. All right. Beau's down there waiting for me already. Okay, so that's the end of my walk. I hope you had a nice vernal equinox this first day of spring, and have a fantastic weekend. Say goodbye, Beau. Hey, Beau. Say goodbye. Can you say goodbye? All right. Take care. Bye-bye.